On the west side of Seoul, South Korea, just north of the Han River, is the neighborhood Hongdae. My home from 2012 to 2014. Hongdae is my favorite place in Korea. I lived right in the middle of it, just a block from the metro station. I knew that there was nowhere else in Korea I'd rather live, and I'd say there was no better time to live there. Hongdae draws its name and much of its personality from the country's leading art school nearby Hongik University, Hongik Daehakyo. Hongdae. While Gangnam caters to a wealthy, professional crowd, Hongdae serves a younger, more diverse group. With its proximity to Hongik and 3 other major Korean universities, the neighborhood grew naturally into a focal point for education, shopping, live music, nightlife, and getting drunk. Key to Hongdae's success is its connection to public transportation. Hongik University Station is located on Seoul Metro's Line 2, its busiest line, which makes a loop around the entire city, easily connecting the neighborhood to the rest of the metropolis. Whether they come by metro, bus, or on foot, everyone meets at the same place, Hongdae Station's Exit 9. You'll pass by street musicians from the moment you leave the station. Many of the country's most popular indie musicians got their start busking these streets. Much like the rest of Seoul, there's no shortage of street food, cafes, or karaoke rooms in Hongdae. The neighborhood's especially famous for its nightlife. There are countless bars and clubs of all styles. Especially popular are hofs, which is the Korean version of a pub, where you sit, drink, and eat a ton of food. One of the most popular places at night is the Hongdae Playground Park. People buy booze from the nearby convenience stores or rice wine from the famous Makgeolli Man and hang out in the park to flirt, watch rap battles, DJ sets, or live bands, as well as the occasional amateur boxing match. For Koreans, the first thing that comes to mind when you mention Hongdae is clubbing. There are dozens of clubs serving many tastes: K-pop, hip-hop, and indie dance music catering to Western expats. In the daytime, the main reason people go to Hongdae is to shop and to shop for women's clothing. The street I lived off of had upwards of 50 ground-level women's clothing boutiques. On a monthly basis, a different house would get knocked down to make way for bigger and bigger shops. As more students from the nearby universities and young expats flocked in, crowds came as well. But with more crowds, the rent has skyrocketed in Hongdae, and the art scene has mostly been pushed off to adjacent neighborhoods like Hapjeong or Yeonnam-dong. Bits and pieces of the art life can be seen here and there, but mostly in the form of art tutoring schools for high school kids. Everything you've seen here was walking distance from my front door. You can't beat that. While I was living in Hongdae, I knew it would be the best neighborhood I'd ever live in.